Hi everyone. In previous video, we have actually discussed about how small intestine is adapted for the process of absorption of digested nutrients from small intestine. Okay. After absorption, now comes assimilation. So in this video, we will see the process of assimilation. Now, what is assimilation? Once the nutrients present in a food gets digested, these nutrients are absorbed into the blood capillaries present in villi. Now, once these nutrients enter into the blood, okay, now all these nutrients present in the blood are immediately not required by a body, okay, or maybe they're not required by a body in the same amount. It might happen that we might have consumed some nutrients in the excess of amount, okay. So how these nutrients and in how much amount these nutrients are actually released into the blood and transported across the body, okay, this process is known as assimilation. And the function of assimilation or the process of assimilation is done by the very important organ in a body which is known as liver. Okay, so remember, this question could be asked in exam, that which organ performs the job of assimilation in human body. Okay, so that organ is actually known as liver, and we know, you can see here in the picture, this is liver. Okay, now look carefully here in the picture. These two parts here are actually shown as intestine, or you can say small intestine. Okay, now in this small intestine we have long villi. Okay, all these villi are supplied with blood capillaries. Okay, so once the digested nutrients or digested food gets absorbed into the villi, okay, in this blood, all these blood capillaries together join and form a particular vein which is known as hepatic portal vein. Okay, remember the name carefully. This is a special blood vessel which is known as hepatic portal vein. Okay, and this hepatic portal vein carries the blood which is rich in nutrients from small intestine to the liver. Okay, this is very important. This question they ask in exam in IGCSE paper, that name the blood vessel which carries nutrient rich blood from small intestine to the liver, and that is hepatic portal vein. This word hepatic actually refers to liver. Okay, so anything in reference to liver is actually known as hepatic. Portal means something which transports, okay, transports anything from one part to another part. Okay, that's called portal. So hepatic portal vein is a vein which transports blood which is rich in nutrients from small intestine to liver. And what is the purpose of this transportation? This is because liver performs the job of assimilation. So blood from small intestine has to first go to the liver. Liver will do the job of assimilation, and then it will distribute blood to different body parts. Okay, and hepatic portal vein is a special blood vessel. It takes blood which is rich in digested and absorbed nutrients from small intestine to the liver. And liver is actually a gland which performs the role of assimilation. So liver is an organ as well as a gland. Okay. Now we will look into the assimilation of only two nutrients. Okay. And these are glucose and amino acids. So when we consume excess of glucose, okay, so this excess of glucose is converted into glycogen and is stored in liver cells. So when we consume excess of glucose in a body, what happens is this excess of glucose is actually absorbed from blood by the liver cells, and liver cells convert this glucose into glycogen molecule, and this glycogen molecule gets stored in the liver cells itself. Okay, in detail you will learn about this in further units. And next is amino acids. So what happens to the excess of amino acids? These excess of amino acids undergo the process of deamination. Okay, we already know that amino acids are actually the simpler molecules of protein. Okay, and we know we have studied this in biomolecules chapter, that for the formation of protein we require carbon, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen element. Okay, so in the process of deamination, this carbon, hydrogen, oxygen gets separated from the nitrogen. So this nitrogen is now involved in the formation of urea. Okay, and this carbon, hydrogen, oxygen together forms glucose. Okay, so this process is known as deamination. That means removal of amino group from amino acid. Okay, so the amino acid actually breaks down into carbohydrate, because CHO will form carbohydrate, and this nitrogen leads to the formation of urea, which is an amino group. Okay, and apart from this, amino acids are also used for the formation of some proteins like fibrinogen. Fibrinogen is actually a blood clotting protein. About this we will learn in human transportation chapter. Okay, so fibrinogen is a blood clotting protein. So for this process, amino acids are used. So only for these two nutrients we are discussing about the assimilation process. Now, once the assimilation of nutrients are done by liver cells, blood is released into these nutrients are released into the blood, and now hepatic vein takes blood from liver to heart. Okay, and after the process of assimilation gets completed, next what happens? The last step is egestion. Okay, now by the time food reaches the large intestine, okay, now from small intestine, after absorption of digested nutrients is done, still food is left. That food has large amount of fiber. Okay, it has some water, minerals also. Okay, so that food is having large amount of fiber, plus it has water as well as minerals. So the water and the minerals are absorbed into the blood, because this our body cannot afford to lose water and minerals which are present in the food. Okay, so the waters and minerals present in the food are actually absorbed into the blood. Okay, and this fiber forms a part of undigested food, and this undigested food is known as fecus. Okay, so what it is called? Undigested food. It's written here, undigested food is known as fecus. Okay, so water and minerals are absorbed by our body in the large intestine. Fiber forms the part of undigested food, which is called fecus, and this undigested food passes through the large intestine, which is also called colon, and in the last part of large intestine it gets stored temporarily, and this last part of large intestine is known as rectum. Okay, so it gets stored temporarily in rectum, and the removal of undigested food which is temporarily stored in rectum from our body through the hole or through the opening which is called anus, this process is known as egestion. So egestion is the process of removal of undigested food from a body through anus. Okay, so egestion was the last step of human nutrition, and with this we have completed the entire unit of human nutrition. In next video we are going to discuss about some past paper questions from unit 7 human nutrition. Take care till then. Bye bye.